caught in the crossfire. Caught in the
Feed your ass to Spiral the Dragon. Richard, nigga said somebody about 2017, 2018.
This nigga dry snitching. He's snitching in real time. Trying to get this nigga indicted.
What you say, Richard? You the one that really killed Daniel Smalls, and you told Dante Coble to take the charge for it?
Oh my God! It's the general. Bop, bop, bop.
That's what you said?
Hashtag Mink Mop.
I thought that's what Richard said. What you say, Richard? You said like in 2008 or 2009, maybe even 2010. You said you the one that had broken that sheriff house on Herman and Best, in between Genesee and Best on Herman, next door to the greenhouse.
Jesus Christ.
Richard, your ass is next. Richard, I hope they get your ass. Richard, I hope they get your ass. Nigga, I hope they throw your ass through the. Nigga, I hope they throw your ass through the motherfucking. Nigga, Richard, I hope they throw your ass.
Can I get a hashtag Mink Mop in the chat?
That's like a Spiral, nigga. I hope they feed your ass to Spiral the Dragon.
what?
Since we talking about cases, let's talk about how you allegedly killed Monte Boner on Sherman and Bailey. Even though we know you didn't commit the murder, let's talk about the murders that you claim that you committed and all the crimes you can't claim you committed. I know one specifically, you said you killed somebody named Montel Boner on Sherman and Bailey. Since you telling on people, let's talk about the dirt that you did. You claim you did, even though we got the article and we know who actually did the shooting. This crazy thing about it is niggas in Buffalo don't even watch it. So.
Woo, Richard! Because Richard is the one that put Rashad Jamal up to trying to steal my work behind my back with my baby mamas.
Oh, no, he didn't. Miss Peaches?
Richard ain't even never been around Rashad Jamal.
Y'all niggas get Rico, y'all niggas get Rico. Like I said, it is what it is, nigga. Don't say I.
Wait. So Richard is now connected to Rashad Jamal too? Where's your proof for that? Where's your proof that Richard and Rashad Jamal have ever been around each other? Can you prove that? Can you prove that Richard and Rashad Jamal was ever around each other? Because your only proof that Little Dirk is connected to Richard Blues is that his friend's friend was around Little Dirk, and that's not proving nothing either. So where's your proof that Richard Blues and Rashad Jamal was ever around each other? You're fucking delusional.
You did it to yourself. You did it to your own self, Richard. Cause I ain't never snitched on nobody.
You better be careful, little buddy.
You just snitched.
So like I said, nigga, I got all the paperwork, nigga. I keep my paperwork. Richard, you might, before I tell the story of it, Richard, you might want to talk.
Hold on, yo. I'm trying to process this shit. Like, he's just saying crazy shit back to back to back. And it's fucking me up, man. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what's going on today, but it's just, I'm having trouble processing what the fuck he's saying because it's over the top bullshit. Nigga. This nigga literally just named crimes that this nigga committed and said, I never snitched right afterwards.
One that had broken that sheriff house on Herman and Best, in between Bailey in Minnesota and shot it. What you say, Richard? What you say, Richard? What you say, Richard? Richard, you said you went on Bailey in Minnesota and shot at somebody about 2017, 2018, 2019 after you told him it was squat. Richard, your ass is next. Richard, they gonna kill you in the street. Ain't nobody got to lock Richard up. Somebody gonna kill Richard ass in the street.
See, you trying to get him killed in the street.
What you say, Richard? You the one that really killed Daniel Smalls, and you told Dante Cobo to take the charge for it? What you say, Richard? That's what you said? Really killed Daniel Smalls, and you told Dante Cobo to take the charge for it? What you say, Richard?
Look, the guy, look, YP got no chill.
I thought that's what Richard said. What you say, Richard? You said like in 2008 or 2009, maybe even 2010. You said you the one that had broken that sheriff house on Herman and Best.
No fear,
between Genesee and Best on Herman, next door to the greenhouse. Richard, your ass is next. Richard, I hope they get your ass. Richard, I hope they get your ass. Nigga, I hope they throw your ass.
DG, did I call it?
They throw your ass through the motherfucking. Nigga, Richard, I hope they throw your ass like a spiral, nigga. I hope they feed your ass to Spiral the Dragon. Richard, I hope they feed your ass. If Spiral the Dragon is real, feed that motherfucker to Spiral the Dragon.
This boy's a motherfucking dummy!
Woo, Richard! Because Richard is the one that put Rashad Jamal up to trying to steal my work behind my back with my baby mamas.
Allegedly.
With Lil Durk. So, if y'all niggas get Rico, y'all niggas get Rico. Like I said, it is.
Wait. Hold on. Your only proof that your baby mom ever even talked to Rashad Jamal was them messaging each other after y'all broke up, after y'all start beefing. You just said that they were, while you were going to the gym. So this is before, years before all of this. This is at least you going to the gym is at least a year before this whole situation. Y'all didn't start beefing until like a damn near a year after you claim you got drugged. So this is like 2 years prior. And your only proof of their communication is 2 years after this gym, you were going to the gym. So when were they communicating during this time? During this time, you claim she was stealing your work and giving it to Rashad Jamal while you were at the gym. Where's your proof that they were communicating during this time? Because nobody knew who Rashad Jamal was during that time. He was just starting to surface. So when was this happening? Nobody knew who Rashad Jamal was like that at this time. So where was the motive in this? What you trying to say? Golden Booty had the potential to see, had the gift to seeing people's potential or something? Like she knew Rashad Jamal was just gonna be the one? Like, are you trying to say that? It makes it like, no matter how you slice it makes no sense.
What it is, nigga. Don't say I did.
DG, I called that shit, right? Yep.
Your own self, Richard.
I'm the GOAT.
Cause I ain't never snitched on nobody.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
But like I said, nigga, I got all the paperwork. Nigga, I keep my paperwork.
This shit ain't fucking crazy. The nigga just told a nigga whole criminal rap sheet. All crimes that he didn't get caught for. And still, and there's no statute of limitation on murder.
Message.
So you just named like 3 murders that he did. That's snitching, nigga. What do you mean? They're gonna turn around and say, I ain't never snitched. What? You mean you ain't never snitched in a court of law? That's 2 different things. Never snitching in a court of law and snitching, actually snitching. You can snitch anywhere. You can be anywhere and snitch. I think he mean in a court of law. Nigga, it doesn't matter where you snitch at. If you tell, telling is telling.
Richard, you might, before I tell the story of it, Richard, you might want to talk about how the fuck how the fuck you got out of, you might want to start talking about how the fuck you got out of 32 years. Because you was facing 32 years in jail.
Yeah.
Remember that, Richard? If convicted on all counts charged, Booz faces a maximum prison sentence of 32 years. So that was not only for this charge, Richard. It was for this one too.
This nigga looked.
It was for this.
This nigga is looking up this nigga got newspaper articles, everything on this nigga life.
Stop it. Get some help.
The documentary of Richard Booz. And y'all say that, y'all got a nerve to try to say, I'm stalking young Pharaoh. That, doing reactions on public videos that he puts up publicly is is totally different than going to find the nigga articles. Going to find articles on this man. Like if I get like court documents and the charges and shit, that's shit that people send me. This nigga really went looking for articles on Richard Booz criminal cases and shit. And copied and pasted them and put them on a PowerPoint. When have I ever done shit like this?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
This is over the level obsession. Over the top obsession with Richard Booz. Nigga, this is you made a whole PowerPoint of this nigga life.
One, two. And like I said, niggas talking about I snitched on Richard. Niggas talking about I snitched. Nigga, I ain't never snitch on nobody. But if y'all want to keep it a buck, homicide detective Mark Steinbach snatched me out of probation in Erie County. I have parole officer Miss Anderson. They snatched me out of probation and asked me about this case. And I'm not gonna lie, I played the fifth on it.
I don't know. Listen to how he talking. He sound like he's stuttering. You sound like you lying, nigga. You stuttering and shit. And I had in you stuttering and shit. You lying.
I never snitch on nobody. But if y'all want to keep it a buck, homicide detective Mark Steinbach snatched me out of probation in Erie County. I have parole officer Miss Anderson. They snatched me out of probation and asked me about this case. And I'm not gonna lie, I played the fifth on it.
Hit that like button.
I played the fifth.
Lying.
But Richard know that he was driving that car because in reality I was in the passenger. And I ain't gonna say who was in the back. But I'm gonna just say where the fuck I was at. I was in the passenger and I told his ass not to do it and he did it anyway.
Oh my God. Everything is over with everybody.
So like I said, I don't know how Richard got out of these two cases. But if I was snitching, Richard would have went to jail for sure for this because I got snapped, like I said, homicide detective Mark Steinbach. Yeah, homicide detective Mark Steinbach and my attorney Michael Peretta snatched me in the DA office one time out of probation when I went to probation and asked me, did Richard do this shit?
Like we can really go up to Officer Mike Steinbach and be like, hey, you remember Marshall Jenny Daniels? You remember when him and such did this in 2012? Like Michael Steinbach gonna remember that shit. Like he just gonna remember it off the top of his head. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Or he's gonna take the time to go through evidence and look up the like, bro, like you's a weirdo.
And they asked me, I swear to God, I was on my way to Olive Garden when they snatched me up. I swear to God, if y'all still got the footage, I'm gonna have on an Olive Garden shirt and some black pants. I got snatched up on my way to work. And homicide asked me, was Richard the one that ran these white people over on Chippewa? I swear to God, I looked dead at that nigga picture and said, I plead the fifth. But I tell you what, I was in the passenger.
So you will go to jail too, nigga. That's accessory.
Message.
Doesn't matter if he was driving or not, nigga. You was there. You didn't get out the car. That's accessory, nigga. So you telling on him ain't gonna do nothing but get you in trouble, jackass.
Message.
Now this shit old. Like I said, this shit old. They can't bring it back up. This shit old. But I'm just letting y'all niggas know. You would try to drug me after all of these years of Richard and Rob. You would try to drug me and rob me after all of these years, little Richard Booz Jr. with Little Dirt.
Stop it. Get some help.
Nigga, I tell him everything you ever did. Richard did that. Because I was in the passenger. I know for a fact Richard did that. I can tell you exactly what the fuck we was wearing that night and everything. Cause the fight had broke out on.
Nigga, was it Richard Boo's Little Dirk or was it the government?
Get the flip-flop shit on me.
Because you told GG33 that it was the government that robbed you. I actually told him two different things. He live right now. Working on my upcoming projects. I love y'all. All right, nation. Oh my God. I'm not even got my volume on and I see him bobbing his head. So he got people listening to music. So.
On Chippewa, because I fought a nigga named Hammer from Montana because he was hating on me when I was in the club with all them bitches. And the fight broke out. And Richard tried to stab Little. I had to stop Richard from stabbing. Look at DeAndre. DeAndre say, woo! DeAndre, you want the tea? DeAndre, come get the tea. I had to stop Little Man from trying to stab Richard in the bathroom. If it wasn't for me, Little Man to be stabbed up in the bathroom right now on that night. Richard was trying to stab Little Man in the bathroom. That's how the shit all broke out. Because he tried to say Little Man stole his AI. Who is Little Man? This is Little Man right here. Yeah, that's my nigga Lil Man. I fuck with Lil Man. Lil Man the one that told me that. All I'm gonna say is they say Dante ain't do it. They say D-Money ain't do it. Nigga, who is D-Money? Him. Nigga, that's me right there, nigga. Don't play on my top. I am who the fuck I say I am, nigga. I ain't never lied about who the fuck I was.
You better be careful, little buddy.
Yeah, it'd get messy, nigga. We could get on baddies. We could get on Bad Boys, whatever that show is, nigga. We could get on there and argue about it.
Man, there you go with that bullshit.
And bring DeAndre.
What the fuck does any of this have to do with Rashad Jamal being sentenced to 16 years? Nothing. You just want to talk about the past. That's all he talked about. What happened in 2020 on back. Anything that happened between 2020 and beyond that, going back. Beyond that, going back. That's all he will talk. That's all he's been talking about. He don't talk about nothing else. Anything you talk about in the future or in the present is bullshit. I'm going to Costa Rica. I'm doing this with Japan. And then everything else is about 2020 and further back. What he did in 2020 and who he was in 2015.
Up too, we could get on that show and go in. So if niggas want to talk about snitching, who I ever snitched on? Because I wasn't there when Richard did this. I was already in jail for the gun that he.
We ain't get to see who you snitched on because you start pulling your dick out on World or King World when he started to name all the people that you snitched on.
Show and go in. So if niggas want to talk about snitching, who I ever snitched on? Because I wasn't there when Richard did this. I was already in jail for the gun that he set me up to go to jail for. That wasn't mine. That was him and Jay.
How did he set? Nigga, for the last time, how did he set you up to go to jail? Richard wasn't even there. You had the man gun. You saw the cops. You panicked. You start running. You tried to throw the gun. You got caught. Richard wasn't there. He's not even in the report. He wasn't there. You ran with the gun, not him. How the fuck did he set you up? You ever notice that everybody just keeps setting him up? How you keep getting falling? How the fuck you claim you so smart, but you've been set up 37 times? Message! For a nigga that claim he's so smart, you've been set up a whole lot. It can't be both. Was you set up all them times, or are you the smartest nigga in the world?
But I was there when he did this. I was there when he did that, and I pled the fifth. So like I said, this nigga keep doing shit. And then thinking I'm going nah. This is the last straw. This is the last straw. So I'm gonna tell everybody the true story. That's all I know. You
keep saying this is the last straw. What the fuck has Richard done? Richard hasn't responded to you. He hasn't said anything to you. You keep talking about this is the last straw. This man is ignoring the fuck out of you. That's what you do. That's what you do when somebody is crazy like him and delusional and making up a fucking heinous, fabricated story like this. You can't do nothing but ignore them. You can't really do anything but ignore them because they're fucking delusional. They're crazy. There's nothing you can say that can. You can see the conversation that they had when he told him, "I don't know what you're talking about," and he just kept, "You did this and you did that," and he's like, "What the fuck is you talking about, bro?"
True story. Like I said, this is the true story of everything that happened. This is the true story. I have been talking to this bitch here since like 2016.
Coleman,
as I've talked to a lot of bitches. And apparently this bitch allowed this nigga to allow Lil Durk and whoever else involved, and Rick Ross and whoever else, to convince this bitch to try to drug me and rob me for my jewelry.
Allegedly.
So, boom. Like I said, y'all already know I don't.
Now think about it. Rick Ross and Lil Durk walk around with millions of dollars of jewelry around their neck. What the fuck would they want to steal your fake jewelry for?
Stop it. Get some help.
Is anybody else listening to this shit? Like, are you fucking serious? Millionaires walk around with millions of dollars of jewelry on their neck. One chain is worth more than all your jewelry, your house, and your car put together.
Emotional damage.
These niggas walk around with chains that's worth more than all your assets that you had. All together. What the fuck would they want to rob you for fake chains? Where's the motive? None. There's no motive.
So I'm gonna tell everybody the true story. That's all I know. This is the true story. Like I said, this is the true story of everything that happened. This is the true story.
The true story.
I have been talking to this bitch right here since like 2016. As I've talked to a lot of bitches, and apparently this bitch allowed this nigga to allow Lil Durk and whoever else involved, and Rick Ross and whoever else, to convince this bitch to try to drug me and rob me for my jewelry. So, boom. Like I said, y'all.
Wait. Were they trying to rob you and replace you with Rashad Jamal? Because that's what you said in the beginning. I just caught that. Or were they trying to rob you for your jewelry?
Flip-flop is this shit. You ever seen a motherfucker flip-flop on you and shit like this in your face? Go crazy, be flipping and shit.
You got 7 different versions of the story, my nigga. Were they trying to rob you for your jewelry? Or were they trying to rob you and steal your brain and replace you? Which one is it, nigga? Were they trying to take the jewelry or were they trying to replace you?
I already know I don't deal with them Freemasons. I don't deal with none of them. I don't get into it that far. Like I said, I don't go all into that. This is my ex-bodyguard right here. In the Rick Ross Ashley Martin music video, which I didn't know. And in the false police report that he filed against me, he said I was a rapper. I am not just a rapper. I am the leader of the black community.
That is blasphemous.
Nigga, you are not the leader of the black community, and you knew that your bodyguard worked for Rick Ross because you bragged about it when you first got it. He was like, my bodyguard professional. He used to work for Rick Ross. He was a Navy SEAL and this, that, and the third. That's all you kept talking about when you first got him. You knew exactly who the fuck he worked for. He led with that. Come on. If I was a bodyguard and I worked for Rick Ross, don't you think wouldn't that be the first in my resume? Wouldn't that be at the top of the resume? I work professionally for a rapper, a millionaire. Wouldn't that be at the top of the resume?
Message.
Think about it. Nigga, you're lying. You're lying your ass off and you know it.
Which I didn't know. And in the false police report that he filed against me, he said I was a rapper. I am not just a rapper. I am the leader of the black community, and he was the bodyguard.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop fucking lying.
This nigga is fucking crazy.
At least at the time, okay? And this is the video of me being drugged. Of me drugged, and to the best of my ability, me showing y'all that my bodyguard is leaving me after I was drugged. And like I said, by the time y'all see that video, yeah, I'm the top detective in the country. That's a fact.
What did he say?
By the time y'all see this video, it had already been at least 3 to...
They trolling, bro. That's a troll. That's a troll. I've seen that person in the comments. That's a troll. They really think that they're calling them the I see what they're doing. They're gassing them up on purpose so he can say more outrageous shit. And he falls for it every time. He takes the bait every time. 4
days of me being drugged, but the reason I didn't go to a hospital was because I'm like, shit, they gonna try to kill me in the hospital. I ain't going to no goddamn hospital. They killed Martin Luther King in the hospital. Hell no. And so now, boom.
You not on that level.
Whatchamacallit? Let's keep it pushing. This is me talking to the real Rick Ross.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
we don't care.
And these is lyrics from the old Rick Ross saying that, you know, Molly all of my champagne, he a roofie somebody. That's me.
Wait a minute, because he said that he will roofie a woman to get some pussy. That's your evidence that Rick Ross is involved? I've been wondering, how is Rick Ross connected to all this? So you're saying because your bodyguard worked for Rick Ross, and Rick Ross made a song called Freemasons, that makes them Freemasons, and the Freemasons wanted to get you, since you said no, because Rick Ross said putting Molly all on her drink, she ain't even know it, that means he drugged you.
Nigga, did you know that I can see you?
Blink, blink. I wish y'all can't see my eyes right now, but I'm gonna say it so you can blink, 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 because that's what the judge is going to do. Imagine him being in court saying this: Rick Ross drugged me because he said put Molly on her drink, and my bodyguard worked for Rick Ross, and Rick Ross did a song called Freemason, so the Freemasons y'all drugged me. That's the face everybody gonna give them. They're not gonna say nothing. They're just gonna say it with their eyes. Blink, blink, blinkety, blink, blink, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you? The fact that he keeps calling himself the smartest black man in the world, the leader of the black community, it's insulting to the black community because he's fucking delusional and he says shit like this. It's insulting. It makes all black people look crazy. You're making us look crazy.
My baby Yogini right there. That's my nigga Kello. I don't remember this bitch name, but this is the bitch that kept trying to link me with Rick Ross. And she was cool, but like I said, I told her at the time, I'm like, yo, I don't want to be with Rick Ross. I don't do all that Freemason shit. I ain't into that. I don't accept that. You feel me?
God,
so now we game.
Lying.
This is what I knew about my bodyguard. I knew that he was ex-law enforcement. I knew that. I didn't care about that. Because I felt like, well, nigga, I don't hang with 30, 40, 50 niggas. I don't do an entourage. So whether you military or what, I don't give a fuck. I don't mind. Now I'm going with Korea and Vietnam. But I'm like, I don't mind. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't mind if he was military. But my issue was this shit he didn't tell me. Like I said, you didn't tell me you was connected to this nigga Rick Ross. And you did not tell me that you intentionally broke somebody's foot. Because I would have never hired you as a trainer if you would have told me that. Facts, stop researching too. If he would have told me that he was intentionally injuring the motherfuckers that he's supposed to be training.
Allegedly.
And so,
when did this happen?
Whatchamacallit? I say that to say this. This is the event that I met my bodyguard at. Ain't no telling what the fuck all went down at this event behind my back. The only thing I know for a fact that I could confirm happened at this event is this venue was owned by a Moor who was with some Spanish lady, and they walked me for my bread on the door. That's what the fuck I can confirm happened. They walked me for my money on the door.
Man, there you go with that bullshit.
And this is why I refuse to deal. I don't trust black people, Spanish, like I said, Asian community, and the white man is my filter. Y'all not gonna like it, but it is what it is.
Now the Asian
Hillary
man
might actually have to be my filter. As crazy as that sounds, she
what?
might. Once, like I said, somebody.
What?
Like it, but it is what it is. The white man is my filter. Hillary might actually have to be my filter.
Now the white man and Hillary Clinton is your filter. I don't even know how to unpack that, yo. Like, it is giving me a headache. Like, you giving me a headache, bro. You flip-flop so much. It's not even funny. It's not funny no more. It's kind of annoying now. Like, nigga, you flip-flop so much. 1 minute you love a white man, 1 minute you don't. 1 minute your claim to fame is you got Hillary indicted for you caught Hillary human trafficking and murdering people. Now she's going to be your filter. Like, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? You really need to get help.
You better be careful, little buddy.